Alright, so you know that in your textbook, now mine is Teacher's Dish, so I have all the answers, but I'm just saying, in your textbook, you have the odd problem. So when I give you problems out of this textbook, I give you the odds so you can check your work, okay? Look at number 5, pi over 12. I do not want a decimal. Don't even do that. Just do pi over 12. That is the most important. 7 is 3 pi over 10. 9 is negative pi over 4. Number 11 is 5 pi over 9. Are there any questions on 5 through 11? Number 17 is 300. 18 is 135. And 19 is 150. Are we good on that page? Y'all feel good? Jackson, how you doing today? You having a fantastic morning? I'm having a good morning too. Alright. Now, we're about to go to this next page. On this next page, did you use law of signs on every one of them? You should, okay? Now, they might be up. Now, your answers might be rounded a little bit. If it's very close, don't worry about it. We're going to take it, okay? Number 11. Angle A is 44. Angle B is 68. A is approximately 8.99. If you got 9.0, that's fine because we're rounding tenths. Y'all agree with that? Did it say round to the nearest degree, or what did it say in the directions? Let's look here. Page 513. Let's read the directions. It says, solve the triangle using law of signs. Well, it didn't tell you, did it? Okay. All right. So you might have got some decimals for your angles. I'm okay with it. Is your answer around that? Then we're taking it. Number 13. They got angle C is 62. A is approximately 200. B is 242. I'm sure there's some decimals. I probably would have got decimals. Did y'all get decimals? Okay. Number 15. Angle B is 85. A is approximately 5. C is approximately 9. Like I said, I want you to do it like I did it in class yesterday, like rounding nearest 10. That's the only thing I don't like about textbook checking your answers, because they might round it differently. And 17, angle A is 100, A is approximately 89, and C is approximately 71. Y'all agree with that? Do I need to work any of those? Okay. Alright. Let's spend some more time on law of cosine since it's hardest. Alright. Turn to your notes from yesterday, and we're going to go over number 8, and then we're going to do a couple more together, and then I'm going to let you practice. Nick, how you doing this morning? Yes, shaker. Alright. Now guys, what's the only two times that you use law of cosines? Side, 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 and what? Side, angle, side. I'm going to tell you, side, side, side is the most complicated of them all. And this is number 8. Okay. So, I'm going to draw a triangle. This is in your notes from yesterday. This is just one the note taker gave you yesterday, one of the last example. It's not hard, it just takes the longest, in my opinion, to do a problem like this one. One reason we know we can't use the law of sines, guys, because we don't know an angle and a side across from it, do we? Can I pass that over to Luke, please? All right. Alright, here's what you got. We don't know any of the angles, so we need to know angle A, angle B, angle C. The one good thing about the law of cosines, once you use the law of cosines, the first step, what can you use after that? Law of what? Sines. What do y'all want to find first, A, B, or C? A. Let's just go with A. Okay. So remember, the formula for A, without even looking, we're going to do this without even looking at notes. Ready? It's A squared equals what? B squared plus always minus 2 what? And then cosine of A. It's always the other two variables, minus 2 times it, and then match up with the letter at the end. So, A is 5 squared equals B squared is crossing B is 8. C squared is 12 minus 2 times 8 times 12 cosine of A. 25 equals 64 plus 144. What's negative 2 times 8 is negative 16 times 12? What's negative 16 times 12? Negative 192, you said? Negative 192. Alright, I'm going to combine these two, 64 and 144, and I get 25 equals 208 minus 192 cosine of A. Now, can I subtract the 208 and the negative 192? No, because that's joined with cosine of A. I can move the 208 over. 25 minus 208, that gives me negative 183 equals negative 192 cosine A. Then divide both sides by negative 192. And what I would do, guys, is I would straight up type this in here. Second cosine, because you're looking for an angle, negative 183 divided by negative 192. And I get angle A is 17.6 degrees. So I'm going to put 17.6 degrees. Now that I know this is 17.6 degrees, I know an angle and I know a side across of it. Can I set my law of sines up? Yes. So I'm going to use sine of 17.6 over 5 equals sine of B over 8. Guys, I want to make sure you look at your mode on your calculator right now to make sure it's in degree. Make sure it's in degree. Alright, now I'm going to cross multiply. 8 times sine of 17.6 equals 5 times the sine of B. So I'm going to say 8 times sine of 17.6, divide that by 5, hit second sine. Because you got sine, don't hit second cosine because you're in law of sines now. Second sine, that answer, and I get 28.9. Well, now that I know those two angles, I can add those up. Subtract it from 180. Angle C is 133.5. That makes sense because that's the largest angle. The largest side is across from it, so that does make sense there. That's as hard as the law of cosines gets. Alright. So what I'm going to do now, we're going to take a look at this worksheet. And I'm going to do a couple with you. By Friday, these 1 through 15 has to be done. You can work at your own pace, okay? But I'm taking this Friday grading for correctness. Okay? You can work your group, but we're going to do the first. I'm going to do the first 3 with you, okay? You turn it in Thursday. Let's do 1, 2, and 3 together, and then you have 4 through 15. Now, if you don't want to do these together, you just want to go on work, you just go right on ahead, 1 through 15. Now, I'm not going to assign certain homework problems this week. Just remember, you got today, Wednesday. We don't meet Thursday and Friday. Okay? So you do it at your own pace. If you want to do 2 a night, 3 a night, whatever. If you want to say, I'm just going to do them all in class, fine. All right. Here we go. I'm going to do 1, 2, and 3. Number 1, and at least humor me. I know some of y'all already started working. When I answer questions, just at least respond to me. Number 1, we look at this situation here. We're given a what situation? We got a side what? Side angle side, okay? Side angle side. So that calls for what law? Cosines. Very good. I'm going to list everything I need. I need angle A, angle B, and side C. Alright, I'm going to go with side C first, because if I know side C, guys, then I can use that to do law of sines. So I'm going to go C squared equals A squared plus B squared. Yes, thank you. Minus 2AB cosine of C. Now in my picture, A is 12, B is 7. So C squared equals A is 7, B is 12. Yeah, A is 12, I'm sorry, but it really wouldn't matter there. But yes, you're right, A is 12 and B is 7. Alright, then I'm going to input that in my calculator. Then take the square root of that. $12.8. Now that I know my C and I know my angle C, I'm going to set up the law of sines. So that's going to be sine of 80 over 12.8. I'm going to go for finding angle A. Sine of A equals Side A is 12. A equals 67.4 degrees. Well, now that I know my A and I know my C, I can add those up and subtract it from 180. Yes, huh?
Does it matter if you find A?
No, it does not matter. Now, if you do one before the other, you might have your little decimal off like a point or so, but as long as you're in the same area, that's good, okay? Yes, huh? Oh, you got a question? Parker's. Who? Bailey. I thought I saw her this morning.
She had to leave for the
Field trip. Oh. Who's missing y'all? Oh, Putt had to go. Gotcha. All right. Y'all need me to do another one, or y'all want to just work?
Wait, can I see the work on that?
Yes. I'm just going to let y'all start working because we got 7 minutes. Just do as many as you can. Come up here and I'll help you, okay? If you need help. If you want me, just check your answer. Bring it up here and say, Miss Chester, can you look at number 2, see if I did it right? I will do that. That's what we're doing tomorrow and Friday. So when I grade it, it should be easy 100, shouldn't it? If you have the chance to come up here and ask Mr. Esther. Isn't that right, Derek?
Sure.
You look like you over the semester. You done with first semester? I can tell. But wait to second semester. It gets deep up in math class second semester. Some good discussions. Yes, you are.
So, when you get the results and what do you have to do?
12.8. That's 12.8. Is that where you're messing up? So you say sine 80. Divided by 12.8. And get second sine. Second answer of 8. Yes. Bless you. You can talk in your groups. I don't mind if you help each other. But you need to work on this worksheet. Yes. What did you don't do what now, hon?
I don't understand.
You don't understand what?
I'm not getting 67.4.
Is your calculator in the right mode?
Yes.
You have 4 people here. Okay, so then let's see. read it yet. Just get that sign in front of that variable, so you have to get that sign. You're welcome. Give me just a moment, post attendance, and I'll be ready.
Teachers, students, can I have your attention, please? Quick announcement. We need all band members and cheerleaders to be dismissed. Cheerleaders to the gym, band to the band. Thank you.
Guys, you still have 2 minutes to be working. You don't put your stuff up to the bell.